tiny. My hands is tickling because I want to sneeze. It's like the tip of your, not the tip of the tongue, but this tip of your nose. The back cover, it says love, LOVEMAKES, makes a PRINCE with a little dot, period. Love makes a prince. And we have the needle and the thread. Needle and the thread. Needle and the thread. We have the heart over here. And then like a little asterisk star. Another star over here. It's red and blue. And then over here too. And over here we're just spotting all the stars. And can you tell me what color this is? And tell me what color this is. What kind of texture would you describe this? Texture. A prince must always be ready to pluck the most beautiful fabrics from the scrap heap under the cover of night. Ready to run when danger comes. And when his mother's hands sew their treasures into something new, that hugs his shoulders just right, he'll dance and celebrate. He'll feel loved and proud. He'll know he is a prince. Beautiful, exuberant artwork and text that brims with joy. Patchwork Prince is a celebratory story of confidence and self-worth, and the enduring love between a mother and son. Another nice pale turquoise, I'm not sure, sea glass sort of. I don't know what kind of term for this, but the page before the title cover inside the paper, inside the book. I'll never forget that first time I became a prince. My mom led me, our hands locked tight. A prince must be ready for new adventures. And we have the fence over here. And the mom and the son are stepping on the pebbled path. They look very excited and joyful. I think the door is closing way too often. With their fingers and elbows plunged in deep, we yanked down the brightest treasures. As soon as the truck returned, a prince must be alert. The driver held a box of matches, a signal that poor families were not welcome. a signal to pull faster, to stuff our bags. And so there's this light, and they're alarmed because the driver has a box of matches. And the smoke tickled our nose, and fire raged toward us. We fled. A prince must be brave. And so there's a very smoke and fire with the dumping, like where they dump all the clothing on the. Now they're running away. Carrying these clothes, these textured clothes. Safe in the shelter of our modest kingdom, we arranged our prizes by color. My hands scrubbed and brushed and scraped, so my queen's hands could be free to do their magic, swaying up and down, pinching open and closed, rolling and measuring, cutting and laying each piece like mosaic. She smiled with every stitch. Each piece tells a story, she said. Black for beauty, gold for royalty, blue for dignity, green for life, red for strength. And when she finished, the fire emblazoned and blazed. There's a boat over here with the mountains and waters, and these people are outstretching their hands, their bodies. Patchwork prince emerged, clothed in royal attire. I smiled. Prince must be grateful. No flashy jewels, no throne, no bodyguards, but a drape that hugged my black shoulders just perfect. He really likes this new gift. And then we danced. We danced La Rose and Marguerite. And we danced the quadrille and the soca and the old country twangs that breathe through every window and make our village come alive. My vibrant colors spilled outside into the grandest of ballrooms, radiant beams of swagger accompanying my every step. With my chin held high, I smiled and waved. A prince must be proud. Vibrant colors are spilling outside the grandest of ballrooms, radiant beams of swagger accompanying every step. The other kids bowed and ahed. Deep down inside, I transformed into royalty. I nodded my head and lowered my eyes, because a good prince must be humble. counted each and every second, each minute, wanting that day to last forever. It's picturesque and colorful. Midnight came, and the weekend was over. I waited for my queen to lead me, hands locked tight, on the next adventure, when I'd once again emerge. The Patchwork Prince. I love the mosaic of different textures of colors and like splatterings. Dear reader, this story is based on my own childhood in St. Lucia, the island country in the Caribbean. I was a happy child, even though I grew up in poverty. My childhood days were filled with joyful moments of playing soccer and swimming in the river. But there are weeks, months, and years of my life when my family struggled to have their basic needs met, even though everyone worked hard. As a kid, the pants I wore rarely fit me. In Creole, my first language, we call those too short pants. See my zego, see my ankles, because they rode so high. Most weekdays, I wore these pants along with raggedy hand-me-down shirts. In this photo, you can see me, my brother, and me as kids in our everyday clothes. Me and my zego. On Sundays, however, my mom decked me out in clothing made from the scraps that businesses discarded. How we got those scraps is quite a story. Wealthy factory owners filled trucks with their rubbish, then ordered workers to dump and set them on fire, so poor families like ours couldn't steal anything they threw away. But if we arrived early enough, one kind worker would give us just enough time to dash and grab the scraps before the place was lit. I didn't care if the fabric was picked from a dump. What my mother was able to create with the scraps became my finest attire. Once my mother worked her sewing magic, my siblings and I had clothing fit for royalty. On Sunday, at church, people might not have known we were among the village's poorest children. My patchwork clothing made me feel important, like a prince, and the Pauls wore matching patchwork collars with pride. I know other children in the village felt powerful when they got to wear their Sunday bests too. We all wore our priceless smiles. That's what I call them. Today, my circumstances are vastly different than how I grew up. But I still shop at second-hand stores. When I find a hidden treasure that someone has discarded, I get the same exact feeling of being a prince. Because I am. And dear reader, you are too. You are too, dear reader. It is